Vasudevaya. Reading from the 7th Canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Science of God, Chapter 5, Prahlad Maharaj, the sacred son of Hiranyakashipu, text 23 and 24. Shri Prada Uvacha Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atman Vedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktischannava-lakshana Kriyeta Bhagavati Ada Tanmanye-ditam uttamam. Somebody else?
Shri Prahlada Uvacha Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu
Bhaktischannava-lakshana
Daya Bhagavati Adya
Kriyeta Bhagavati Adya
Tamuttamam
Mate-hitam-uttamam. Mataji?
Shri Prahlada Vacha
Shri Bhagavata Vacha
Kirtanam Vishnu
Shravanam Vishnu
Sevanam
Smaranam Padasevanam
Janam Dasyam
Archanam Vandanam Dasyam
Nivedanam
Sakyam Atmanivedanam
Sarvita Vishnu
Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu
Tishtennava-lakshana
Bhaktischannava-lakshana
Kriyate
Kriyate
Bhagavati Yatha
Bhagavati Yatha
Tanmanye-hitam-uttamam
Tanmanye-hitam-uttamam. What for? No, not what for. Translation. Translation and purport on Dasyam. Because we've been reading for quite some time now, this slokas. So we're on the Dasyam part now. Prahlad Maharaj said, hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming his servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto him. In other words, serving him with the body, mind, and words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these 9 methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge. So the Dasyam part. After Vandanam, it is Dasyam. Yes? Number 7. Dasyam. There is the following statement in regard to assisting the Lord as a servant. After many, many thousands of births, when one comes to understand that he is an eternal servant of Krishna, one can deliver others from this universe. If one simply continues to think that he is an eternal servant of Krishna, even without performing any other processes of devotional service, he can attain full success. For simply by this feeling, one can perform all 9 processes of devotional service. So Dasyam means service. And this is our eternal nature, to be servant of the Supreme Lord. Krishna is the Supreme Master, Parameshvara, and we are all his servants. Our main duty is to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we will not be able to understand our eternal relationship, which is we're having an eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord, but still we're all going to be his servant. That we cannot take that away. It's like last night we were asked, is it okay to understand, or how do we understand our eternal relationship with Krishna, that personal form? That is not our concern right now. What is our eternal form that we serve, particularly what kind of service that we do in the spiritual world? First, we should be concerned about where we are right now. We are in this material world, we are in this human form of life, and our main duty is to serve the Supreme Lord. Like what you call assistance, assisting the Lord as a servant. Prabhupada gave that word. Here is the word, assisting. And we assist the Lord by assisting our spiritual master. We cannot assist the Lord, or we cannot serve the Lord directly. We can serve the Lord through his bona fide representative, the spiritual master, or other devotees. Service to other devotees or to the spiritual master is also service to Krishna. This is not the same as there is this one personality in India saying service to man is service to God. You've heard of that? Yeah? Who said that? I can't remember now. Service to man is service to God. No, that's not how it goes. Or serving the poor, Daridra Narayan. Lord Narayan became poor. So when you help the poor people, when you serve them, when you feed them, that is not serving or feeding Krishna. No, then we equate Krishna to become poor. It's not possible. Krishna is the wealthiest. He has all the 6 opulences, including wealth, the unlimited degree. So Krishna cannot be poor. Daridra Narayan. So we are all his servant. And Prabhupada quoted here, after many, many thousands of verses. What's that verse? Bhavanam janmanam ante kalamam prapachyate. Vasudeva sarvam iti samahatma sudurlava. after many, many verbs, when one comes to the conclusion that Vasudeva is all in all, then he is considered to be Mahatma. Mahatma, that means great, great soul. In India, we have very famous Mahatma, Mohandas, K. Gandhi. But yeah, he's great because he helped India to become free from British rule. But ultimately, we may be freed from British rule, but we're not free from the cycle of repeated birth and death. The real freedom is to be free from the cycle of repeated birth and death and not to take birth anymore in any species of life. And one can only attain that when one understood that Vasudeva or Krishna is the ultimate goal of life. Service. We're all eternal servants of Krishna. So we have explained that many times, that we cannot take that away from the jivas. That is there. Oh, Prabhupada, he gave example. What is Sanatan Dharma? Yeah. Sanatan means eternal, and Dharma means the closest explanation or meaning of Dharma is religion. So eternal religion of everyone, not just the Hindus. Those who took birth in India is what? To serve. That is our eternal religion, to serve. There is a book also written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur entitled Jaiva Dharma. It's a very nice book. It's about how we can serve Lord Krishna, and to the highest extent that even the eternal associates of the Supreme Lord, the topmost servitors, the gopis, and even Srimati Radharani, they all want to serve Lord Krishna. They're having competition now to serve Krishna. Prabhupada says that is healthy, to compete how to serve Lord Krishna, but not to the extent that we commit offenses while competition is going on. We don't want to push others down. Competition means if you know someone who's doing nice service to Lord Krishna, for example, it's like making garlands or how to cook. Yeah, we ask them. We can ask them, Mataji, what is the recipe here? Yeah, or how do you make this nice garland? Even children, they can make garlands nowadays. One time, Srila Prabhupada, he was teaching Yamuna. She was the first devotee that Prabhupada taught how to cook. Yeah, because her sister is about to get married. This was in the story in Lilamrita. So Prabhupada not so much strict, because Yamuna Mataji, she was not like, she's a vegetarian, right? But that time she has that habit of smoking. Yeah. So Prabhupada says, okay, she will want to have a break. Yeah. And he allowed. Okay. But then when you come back, you have to wash your hands. So Prabhupada told her that now I'm teaching you how to cook. You should also teach others how to cook. Because if you don't teach others what you know, you will become envious. Because you'll be proud. Envy and proud, they are together. You are proud. Oh yes. You want to be better than the other person. So pride is there. Huh? And Mother Yamuna, she followed Prabhupada's instruction. What is that book that she wrote? The Encyclopedia of Vedic Cooking or something? Very thick, right? And it even won, that is the only cookbook that won like high level in the book award, like Pulitzer Award or something. No one wrote a cookbook that won an award in that category. So it's okay to have competition, how to serve the Lord, but not in the expense that we will commit Vaishnava Parad. So, and there is no secret in Krishna consciousness if one knows how to make good khichdi or good samosa. Well, you can ask, Mataji, how do you make these things? It tastes very good. What is your recipe? So the other devotee says, yes, this is the recipe. This is how you do it. And this is what Mother Yamuna did, right? Otherwise, there'll be envious mentality in there. So Dasyam, let me see the notes here. Dasyam, Dasyam gatanam para daiva tenam. So Dasyam gatanam means devotees. A devotee is always prepared to render service to the Lord. Dasyam gatanam para daiva tenam, to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is a devotee. He's always prepared to render service. A devotee should be also like we call well-rounded. It would be like he should know how to cook. He should know how to do accounting. He should know how to sing. He should know how to play medanga. He should know how to distribute books. He should know all of those things, isn't it? But some devotees I've seen, they just like kirtan, only kirtan. And then when there is time that, Prabhuji, can you help? We need some help in the kitchen to cut vegetables. No. I only do kirtan. But Prabhuji, can you help sweep the floor? It needs to be swept. Everyone is so busy. No. I only do kirtan, Prabhu. So we should be ready to render service when it's needed. Yeah? Or some devotees will be chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Prabhuji, can you help a little bit? No, I'm only chanting. I only want to do chanting. When we chant, why do we chant? To us, some service. So when the practical time is needed, we don't want to serve. Why is that? So that's not proper. Dasyam, this is one of the 5 major mellows or relationship with the Supreme Lord. Santa, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. So these 5 rasas are there. And in all the 5 rasas, everyone is serving. Even the trees in Vrindavan, we're supposed to be in the Santa ras. Neutrality. They don't move, but they're always waiting for Lord Krishna. When is Krishna going to come along with Lord Balaram and the cowherd boys? Because they may be playing too much, so they'll be tired. So when they go under the tree, the shades of the tree, that's the time that the tree is able to serve Lord Krishna. The service is there also, right? or Govardhan, Govardhan Hill, Haridasya Varya, the topmost servant of Lord Krishna, because Govardhan provides everything for Lord Krishna's pleasure, for the cows also, even the grass, the caves, the waterfalls, the fruits, the flowers, everything. Krishna is not different than Giriraj. And Giriraj himself is serving Krishna. How about Lord Balaram? He's also none other than Krishna, the first expansion of Lord Krishna. However, the position of Lord Balaram is always to serve Lord Krishna. He is the Supreme Personality Servitor of Godhead. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Balaram is the Supreme Personality Servitor of Godhead. And his mellow also as an older brother is just like parental, Vatsalya. Actually, Lord Balaram's relationship with Lord Krishna is all of this. All of these five mellows. He is the shoes of Krishna. He is the bed of Krishna. He is the dhoti of Krishna. All of this, Krishna's paraphernalia, this is all expansions of Lord Balaram. Sakya, yes, as a friend, is there. Dasya is always serving, always serving. And parental also, because sometimes he always wanted to protect. He always wanted to protect. This is the mood of parental mood, ras, vatsalya ras, to protect the child or to protect someone like Lord Krishna, Lord Balaram. How about in Madhurya?
As a gopi.
Who? Ananga Manjari, the sister of Radha. Yeah, expansion, expansion. So in all the rasas, Lord Balaram is serving Lord Krishna. So in every ways possible, we should relate to Krishna to the best of our ability to serve him. And that is what you call bhakti. It says here, above Santaras, there is Dasyaras, and that is the beginning of bhakti life. Prabhupada says that in a class in Mumbai, 20th of March, 1972. So Dasya Gatana, when we accept that we are eternal servant of Krishna, that is liberation. Yes. Any points so far? Any questions so far? Yes.
Service, right? So
Service. Yeah, we're talking about Dasyam. Service. Servitude, yeah.
So since Guru Maharaj is in the Bhakti form is not there, how can we serve him?
Guru Maharaj is not there anymore physically, so how do we serve him? We serve him through following his instructions. He is present. That's why he says that Bani, the instruction is, in a sense, more important. Because even Guru Maharaj, when he's still present physically, he's not there with us all the time. He's traveling all the time. He's in India, you are here, you are in Ohio, you're in Kentucky, you're in Toronto, you're in Montreal, you're in Washington, D.C. here in Atlanta. So how do you serve him then? Service is not just physical service. Even remembering him, that is also service. Mhm. By remembering him, that is a service. So he gave you instruction specifically. Generally, he gave instructions to all of us to chant our rounds attentively, or to read Srila Prabhupada's books every day, or to render service in your particular temple as Grihastas at least once a week. You help deity worship, or prasadam distribution, or book distribution, or cleaning the temple, or washing pots, whatever that may be. Or he may have instructed you to help the OVP project or Kurukshetra project, not just by money, by words, by also your time, your energy. This is service in many ways. Yeah, so we should not be to disobey the order of the spiritual master. That is one of the offenses in chanting the holy name. So whatever he told us, whether individually or for the whole, all the disciples, we should follow that, even though he's not here anymore with us. But for a devotee disciple, he will never think that he is separated from the spiritual master. The disciple never thinks like that. Yeah. So we have to be responsible. One may say, oh, Guru Maharaj just told me this. Okay, he's not here anymore. Okay, I'm not going to do it anymore. That's it. It's like if you owe someone some money, yeah, and the person is gone, you have to come back to pay for that. That's why in India, before the father leaves one's body, the children will go around in the village and they will ask, does my father owe you money? Yeah? They want to be sure that all the debts of the father is paid off before the father lives. If it's not, even one paisa, then the father will come back to pay for that. So Guru Maharaj has given us instructions, and that is for life. And that is for birth after birth. There's no such thing. Oh, that is the timeline. I don't have no more responsibility. No. I'm sure Guru Maharaj has given us individual instructions as well. So we have to have those instructions or instruction to be our life and soul. Actually, we should do better, improve more, find ways how we can fulfill that instruction in such a way that we're doing it to the best of our ability. You cannot say, oh, that's all I can do. No, you can do better. Huh? The better you do it, then the more blessings and mercy will flow unto us. The more we become purified, the more we can go quicker back to Godhead. Yeah? Any other points on this? Yes?
I have a different question, Maharaj. So you inspired us to be all-rounders.
Huh?
You inspired us to be all-rounders in spiritual path, right, Maharaj? all around us, like do all services, all different types of services.
Like singing, playing the drum.
Yeah, we should be to the best. It's like Lord Krishna and Lord Balaram, they went to the school of Sandipani Muni, right? In the Gurukul, and there are 64 arts. Every day they will learn one art. Every day. But we may not be like that, of course. But we should be focusing in one service that we know so much that will be our best offering to Krishna. We should, you will know what is that in due course of time. What is it that I have? What is it, the ability that I have that I can offer to Guru and Krishna? And I will do my best, to the best of my knowledge. I will do it because that will be my only offering. I will consider that if I perfect this, that's it. That will be my perfection also. So you have to analyze that. Yeah?
So in that line, Maharaj, isn't it attentive chanting our most important thing that we have to master? And if we have to do that, and if we take up other services too, I
It will not take it. It will not take it. If you're attentive in your chanting, you will do much more than attentive chanting.
But we have to work on it.
No, yeah, you have to work on that, but it doesn't mean you don't do any other service. Then you only focus on that, and you say, once I become perfect, then I will do some service. No, it doesn't work like that. Then you will not be able to do anything. And you will not be able even to do your chanting. Because along with your service, it helps that for you to be attentive in your chanting. You'll become inspired to chant your rounds when you do some service without any ulterior motive. Do you follow? It goes side by side. If we're just going to be focused, okay, I'm not going to be with you now. Let me just go inside in my room and I will just chant. Then there'll be no book distribution. There'll be no prasadam distribution. There'll be no preaching. See, the more you do this, the more you also side by side improve yourself. May you follow? If you say, oh, I cannot distribute books now. What shall I tell to the people? Prabhupada says, just repeat. Yeah. So we chant, we ask for service, we do service, and then it goes like this, goes like this, goes like this, goes like this, goes like this. Yeah. If you only do chanting, you will not make so much advancement if you don't do any service besides that. I don't think so. Yes. You have any points? Any question? Okay.
It's a very silly one.
Silly one?
Yes.
Okay, silly answer also.
So you mentioned that we should serve to the best of our ability.
Yeah,
Should we try to be all around?
as much as possible.
So for me, say, it is a fact that I cannot sing. I'm a bad singer. Does that mean I should not sing Kirtan?
No.
Or because it's even the best is the worst.
No. What actually counts for everything that we do is our sincerity. You know, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he would ask one of his disciples who sing not in a very melodious way. And some of his disciples are complaining, Gurudev, why is he singing? Why you ask him to sing? Because of his sincerity. What is sincerity? Again, we mentioned that earlier. Sincerity means being focused in what you are doing. That is sincerity. Being focused, and you are not expecting anything in return at the same time. You just do your service. Was that in the Bhagavad Gita says also, better to do your duty imperfectly than do others' duty perfectly. Yeah? That's in the Bhagavad Gita. So let's say you're asked to sing, you sing. And whatever, Krishna, this is the only ingredient that Krishna is looking from all of us, our sincerity. Other things are secondary. Of course, we should do it. Like if we're going to offer something for Krishna, then we should do it nicely. It should not be burnt. It should not be kacha. What's that? Even a leaf, a fruit, or some water. If you offer me with love and devotion, I will accept it. What is water? It doesn't have to be Bisleri. It doesn't have to be Aquafina. Yeah? And everyone can afford water. Or if you don't have, you cannot afford it. In the village, there's pump. Yeah. So it is our sincerity. So again, find, this is meditation for all of us. Find a certain type of service that I will want to make it as perfect as much as possible. And this will be my offering to Lord Krishna and to Guru Maharaj. You have to look for that. You have to search for that. And it will come. Maybe even taking care of your children. That is a service also. Because you want them to grow up to be Krishna conscious. Yeah? Is that understood? Any other points?
One more question.
Oh, yes, okay.
So every time I inquire from Guru Maharaj how to progress spiritually, he always said, do what you are doing.
That's right.
Continue to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So how to really understand? This?
So, what is it that we are doing? Ask yourself for Krishna again. So continue that. Then you'll be able to please Krishna in that way. If we stop, how can we please Guru and Krishna? That's why I said the secret of success in Krishna consciousness is to be consistent. Consistency. Then we should not stop Mangalarti, we should not stop chanting, we should not stop going to the temple. It doesn't matter what happened to us. There may be some reversals in our life, unexpectedly, something that we don't really wish to happen. That should not discourage us. We should be actually more determined. That should be our stepping stone to become more strong. In the neophyte stage, one will be discouraged. That's why Sadhu Sangha, Vaishnava Seva is very important. So continue what we're doing means Yes, continue what you're doing. But there should be like improvement. We should not be satisfied, stagnant, being stagnant. We should increase more and more our faith in the holy name and the scriptures. It's like here you have so many books. Read them. I'm sure you're reading them and you're teaching to others as well. Sometimes we go to home programs with Guru Maharaj, and he knew whether the devotee who's staying there reads the books or not. How? Because they still have plastics on them.
It's for distribution.
I know, but not this one. I'm just.
Same time giving good books, you know.
That's
No. I'm just. They have full set of Srimad Bhagavatams or Chaitanya Charitamrita, and still the plastics are in the book. That means they're not reading them, right? So, yeah, continue what you're doing. And if you need help, you can ask him. If you need help, you may ask me also. Yes.
So I was thinking about all these questions like Prabhu asked Mataji and your responses about instructions of Maharaj, Guru Maharaj. And again, Mataji has beautiful those last 10 instructions of Guru Maharaj right there next to you. And I was thinking like you were saying, being consistent, because there are so many instructions of Guru Maharaj. And we do, like we're going to get into a 9 o'clock reading. So we are doing the reading every week. So that helps with your point about consistency. Like when you read those every week, Guru Maharaj's interactions with Srila Prabhupada, it inspires us. But I was thinking, again, this is my thought, like reading even these Guru Maharaj's last 10 instructions, like if we read them, print them and read them every day, I feel like I used to think like which instruction should we follow first? And then you said we have to be all rounders. We have to be consistent. We have to read every day, learn every day. But sometimes I feel like when we read this every day, then Krishna puts us into a situation, Guru Maharaj puts us into such a situation where we are actually able to remember these instructions and then apply them. So that was something that just came to my mind because recently I've been reading these 10 instructions, and every instruction we see, Guru Maharaj has either Srila Prabhupada, ISKCON, or GBC in each of the 10 instructions. So that's how powerful it is. But yeah, is that a good way to do, Maharaj? Like like reading them consistently and then.
We have to act on them. Reading them is good, but the best is application. How you can apply them, ultimately, it depends on your sincerity. And Srila Prabhupada says, of all the instructions from the spiritual master, the utmost is to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You may read them, you may do puja, you may do many, many things, but if you don't chant your rounds attentively, it is not going to last long. We want to last till the end of our breath in the service of the Lord and His pure devotee. So we have to chant. This is number one. Then everything after that follows. Everything will become easily accomplished. Everything can be applied. Everything will be cleared. We have to have faith in the holy name. That's number one. That's the most difficult thing to do also. That is the greatest austerity in Kali Yuga, to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Some, they're very favorable, they have, yes, there's like pious Hindu, being a pious Hindu, but you tell them to chant, that they will not do. Yeah. They will give, they will support, they give money, they'll give time, they serve. But when it comes to chanting, one round. you ask them, can you please chant? Okay, Maharaj, one round. Yeah,
We were just talking with Mataji and Prabhuji is like, yeah, in our families itself, we have family members, sometimes
that's okay. At least start. The children, when I ask them, can you chant? One round, fine. 2 rounds. One in the morning and before going to sleep. That is fine. At least they're starting. Others, they don't even know. But they're trying to be like, to be good. But to be good is not good enough. You have to chant. Hmm? Mm-hmm.
Maharaj, I have a question. How should we get attitude to serve more? We know that we should serve.
Mm-hmm.
We should serve more and we should increase.
Yeah.
How should we get that attitude?
This correlates again with your chanting. It balances out how you chant, how you will want to serve. If you don't chant, you may be serving, that is only temporary, the service. You'll be more attracted to Maya. But when you chant, Maya will leave you alone after some time and you'll do more service. So it is correlating with each other. Side by side. Okay? That's how we develop taste for service, is when we start to develop taste for chanting. Yeah. It is like that.
Very, very quick.
Yeah.
1 minute. Okay.
What's that?
Jagannath Priya Prabhu is on the phone.
Okay.
So since we had this Bhagavatam class and we'd like to continue, is it okay if we have the meeting at 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock?
Yes, so you can also finish Prashadam also.
No.
No, so
No.
we have the meeting now at 9.
Yes.
4 minutes.
Yes.
We'll start in 4 minutes. Okay?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes longer. I still have to chant some of my rounds, so the longer, the later the day is more difficult to chant.
So Maharaj, one very quick question. Like all the 5 primary rasas we have, like even though the service is involved in all 5,
In all.
but there's Dasya specifically in there too.
Yeah.
So is that service that we have in the form of Dasya versus like the Shantras or
Servitude. Servitude. Like Lord Krishna, they have servants in the spiritual world.
Like
They have housemaids in the spiritual world.
as a Samiti
Okay.
service. But
Yeah.
this Dasya was like referring to the general.
This dasha means we all have to start serving. This is the basic ones. We have to serve. Yeah. But then our relationship in the spiritual world, we still have to serve. It doesn't matter what it is. You understand? So this is one of the 9 processes. We still have to chant, we still have to hear. All of these things we have to do. Either one of them. But when we chant, we're also serving. That is also service when we chant. When we read, that is also service to Krishna. So it is different. Service in the spiritual world, everyone has to do. But Krishna has also servants, especially in the spiritual world. They're serving Krishna in that way. Like as I said, Mother Yasoda, she has helpers. How to make. sweetmeats. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
And so in that way, there are servants.
Sure.
Yeah. But in the material world, this dasya is everyone should do.
Sure.
To serve.
Thank you.
Then once this becomes mature, our service attitude, then we will realize, or our spiritual master will reveal our eternal relationship with Krishna. And we will not reach that, not until we serve. Service to the Vaishnavas, service to the general public. Like when you serve prasad, you're serving them also. Indirectly for their own benefit. So that's also for Krishna.
Sure.
Because you're helping them to get out of this material world. And this is what Krishna desires, for us to get out of this material world. He is more eager for us to get out of this material world than we do. Yeah?
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. So it's 9 o'clock. We stop now here also. I did not finish the dasya.